It's the first weekend of meteorological summer, and for most of us, the sun is going to be shining on both Saturday and Sunday. Just a cautionary note to begin with, though. The sun is strong at this time of year. Now we're in June, UV levels are going to be high, so don't forget the sunscreen this weekend. And if you're a hay fever sufferer, you've probably noticed that pollen levels have been creeping up this week across England and Wales, and levels here will remain high through the weekend as well. Another thing that's high, the pressure. That's why we're having a fine weekend. This high pressure has been dominating throughout this week and continues to sit just to the northwest of the UK, allowing the winds to come round it, so still bringing a bit of a breeze into parts of the east and the south coast. But I'm hopeful that there won't be as much cloud as there has been here over recent days, so it should at least be a little sunnier. Having said that, it is likely to start pretty drab over parts of the Midlands and eastern England, and it may well be a pretty cloudy day over northern Scotland. Some drizzle is likely over the Northern Isles as well. But these eastern counties of England, where it has been pretty dull for most of this week, do look a little sunnier. I can't promise that some of the beaches won't at times be a little misty, and those beaches will still be a little cool where the breeze is coming in from the sea. But certainly for many central and western parts, it's more sunshine on Saturday, and temperatures, as they have been for much of this week, creeping up into the low 20s, 23, 24, maybe even a 25 in one or two spots. But those eastern coasts will be a little bit cooler, but as I said, at least it should be a little bit sunnier. For Sunday, it's more of the same. That high isn't shifting very far. So again, close to it, there will be quite a bit of cloud spilling in across northern Scotland, so it may be a little dull here. And again, we could start with some mist and low cloud inland across central and eastern England, but it should tend to melt away. Perhaps a little more cloud threatening to come down from the North Sea again to perhaps brush onto some of those coasts across eastern Scotland and northeast England. But it will be patchier than it has been for much of this week. There's a very small chance we could see a shower break out over the mountains of Scotland, and again some drizzle is possible over the Northern Isles. But for most places, it's a blue sky Sunday with fine and pretty warm conditions. Again, highest temperatures in the west over 20 degrees quite easily. Again, parts of that east coast will be a little fresher, but even here, you don't have to come too far inland before those temperatures are up into the high teens or low 20s. So more fine weather to be had, and that high pressure likely to dominate well into next week as well. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and make sure you keep up to date with all the details through this weekend by following us on social media.